This video was made possible by viewers like you. Click the link below or go to my profile to become a member of my channel. Each member makes another video like this possible. A special thanks to all those members who have supported my channel this past month. I love you all, but not you, Rise. Introducing a huge Discord giveaway. Invite people to my Discord or become a channel member and you can win these prizes listed on the screen. The giveaway will have more information on my Discord with the link below. Make sure to join the Discord. But essentially, the individuals that will invite the most amount of people to my Discord or else gift channel memberships or to get other people to become a member on my channel will have a chance to win these prizes. So, what are you waiting for? Join the Discord. It was my first KvK back to Rise of Kingdoms in over 2 years. Coming back to be in a brand new KvK mode, Kinnear Blaze. The map included many small C to D seed kingdoms, with us 2174 as Earth Camp in the top right of the map. After 2.5 days of fighting in Zone 5, we gave up on the zone and retreated back to our safe zone. But we prepared for the biggest part of this KvK, Pass 9. Following our defeat in Zone 5 against Fire Camp, we had to wait for 2 zones to take our revenge. But whilst we fought in Zone 5, our allies Camp Wind and Greenwood won their individual Zone 5s against Camp Daybreak and Camp Water, whilst only Fire won their zone on the enemy side. And while we were waiting for our next fights, Pass 6, 7, and 8 all opened one after the other, all with no fighting. Instead, our allies Camp Greenwood had the ability to fight non-stop, enabling them to get lots of DKP, making them become first in the DKP rankings. But as I waited, I worked on my tech as a free-to-play player I am, and by the time Pass 9 was about to open, I maxed out improved morale and got to level 2 Surprise Strike. Not the best place to be at, but it was definitely good enough for this level of KvK. In part 1 of this KvK, I reached nearly 1 billion kill points and lost 55.5 million power. I still needed my account to reach 4 billion kill points or else I would have to migrate. And I still needed better statistics or else these YouTube goats can call me a farmer in 1 year and force me to delete this account. So, with the last fights of the KvK approaching, I knew it was time to make my last push. Before we go into this video, if you are a fighter that wants a competitive A seed kingdom that provides over 1,000 daily forts with 4 daily alliance chests, along with a kingdom store that would provide resources, flux, and other rewards based on activity points and KvK fighting performances, go down into the description below and be sure to join my Kingdom 3371's recruitment Discord. The Pass 9 swarm was underway. It was us trying to capture the pass quicker than Fire Camp. In the first zone, we managed to do that quite easily, but all that matters is now. By the time my camp took our pass, Fire managed to get theirs first, and just moments earlier than us. They placed an AF that blocked us from mountain hopping. But we still have 2 alliances to push out with. As we begin to build, our field met with theirs. I, as king, focused on building and then random ported. But as my attention was focused on building, our ball was having some difficulties. But all that mattered right now was territory. See, our main plan was to drop AFs here. We would secure the arena and push them out. If this failed, then we would have to secure a more defensive line and have our allies, Camp Wind, support us following their push down south. With our forts down, we pushed with our flags, but there was only one problem. Fire Camp had the advantage. They would reach the arena first meaning we were in a huge disadvantage right away. We had to keep our AFs up. If they got destroyed, then we could lose the KvK, so we pushed as hard as possible. We had to destroy as many flags from fire camp around the arena before they were able to teleport and bring their field closer to our AFs. Our field dominated, and we pushed flag after flag, eventually being able to take down all the flags we targeted. Soon it was time for our big offensive push, going straight for their AFs. If we take these AFs down, then we would not only secure the arena, but potentially the KvK win. So we set the rally and pushed hard. The rally was going well, but we were in danger of losing the field. So I decided to swarm, not caring about trades because this is a win or lose situation. After a hard swarm and rally, the AF went down. But just behind this one was another building AF. We had to do the same thing to that. We pushed our field, we rallied, and we took it down, thanks to Ku's amazing cavalry rally. Meanwhile, we had to push for the arena. See, arenas in Kinnear Blades aren't locked. You could instantly get them. Knowing this, both us and Fire wanted the first occupation reward and the immediate buffs the structure offered. So we both pushed for it. We took it first, then they took it after us, whilst we pushed to destroy their AFs. We then shifted our focus on pushing for the arena with our full might. We pushed the flags around the arena, sending rallies after rallies. It was a perfect time to test my Attila and the brand new commander, Subutai, while also being able to use my shiny archer commanders. But most importantly, I had the ability to swarm and gain the kill point and deads that I desperately needed. However, not everything was going well. Whilst we were so focused on the arena, Fire Camp pushed around our AFs with flags, cutting our flag line off and threatening to encircle us. We had to push at two fronts. Fire Camp also was able to put down an AF at their Kingsland Pass, making it a huge target for us. But due to our downtimes, we were struggling to use our momentum we gathered following that pass opening. Hours of fighting turned into a day. And by then, down south, things took a huge turn in our favor. Camp's Watcher and Daybreak ran out of steam very early on. Sadly, not knowing they weren't able to keep up with the rest of the KvK, the matchup turned out to be very one-sided. But still, this meant Wind was able to push up north a lot sooner than expected. Fire realized this and soon asked for peace. But we felt like with Wind, we didn't need to worry about pushing them. So we decided to decline the peace offer from Fire and still fought. We pushed even harder towards Fire, trying to burn down their Kingsland AF alongside Wind Camp. After coordinating rallies after rallies, and even a double rally, I decided I was sick of this and swarmed the AF. Yes, it did hurt, but the goal was accomplished. It began to burn. Using this momentum, we decided to push into the Zone 5 we lost earlier on in this KvK. It was clear that this was harder than expected. It took lots of time. The weekend turned into the weekday, and Fire just wasn't giving up. They were, after all, formidable fighters, and many of our fighters were starting to tire themselves out. At that point, we decided a peace deal would be in our best interest. This meant that I won KvK. My first KvK in over 2 years ended up in a fighting KvK, and we prevailed. We were able to turn things around from our loss in Zone 5 and prevail against a very well-rounded camp. I was able to gain 3 million deaths in the final fighting of the KvK. I ended up using more than 33 billion resources, and I achieved over 1.8 billion kill points. A mighty first campaign for this series. Everything seemed perfect. A little too perfect. Little did I know something was wrong. I didn't reach my 4 billion total kill point goal. This goal was one of my biggest goals to start my series off. And to make matters worse, I was so close to hitting it. This meant that I had to migrate after KvK. But that's for another video, because for now, I achieved being first in all of the categories in the Autalk point leaderboard for the KvK. I gained over 8.1 million deads, meaning I lost more than 81 million power in a single KvK. Remember, I started off at 192 million power, and in total, I achieved 89.7 million T4 and T5 kills. Meanwhile, having to heal 68 million units, resulting in a positive trading KvK. Yet, this was just the first of many KvKs on this account. So, I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you stayed all the way to the end of this video, then ping me in my Discord channel and say Lilith needs to sponsor you. Also, I would like to share a special thanks to my dear friends from Hero Scroll, who were kind enough to track my KvK and share the entirety of the KvK statistics. I love you, dude. Please be sure to subscribe, and I will see you next time for more Fighter to Farmer.